In this video, I'm going to show you how to use critical thinking to build formulas when there's multiple variables in a formula. Okay, here's an example. If we look at worksheet 3, this is our personal budget expenses, right? Monthly expenses. One of our expenses should be tithing and what we give to the Lord. Okay, so, and let's just use the 10% figure, which is, typically used for tithing. I want to know what is 10% of my monthly total monthly income. So if I go back to worksheet 1, there's my total monthly income, $4,519, right? And that is sitting in D4. So now I need to figure out how to get 10% of that and to have it to show up over here in C17. So how do we do this? Pretty simple, but that's why you have to critically think through what we're wanting to do. So I'm going to put a formula in C17 that will calculate this for me. So if it's a formula, I'm going to start out with an equal. That tells Excel that we're working with the formula. Now, what do I want to do? I want to find D4 because I need to get 10% of that. So I go to worksheet 1 and I just click on D4. And you see it automatically populates there. Now what I can do is that I have to multiply whatever's in D4 by 10% or 0.10, which is 10%. So I do times, and for Excel, if you do the shift 8, the little splat is over the number 8 on your keyboard, times decimal 10. So that's sheet 1, cell D4 times 10% or 0.10. And I just hit enter. And now look what pops in over here on sheet 3 on my monthly expenses. $451.90, which is 10% of my tithe, of my total income. Make sense? Okay, something else, another way of thinking about these things as well when we think about critical thinking. So let's say if I want to know the percent of income that I spend. Well, my total income is $4,519. My expenses is $3,508. I save $450. So to get a total of how much of my income is going out, I need to add my expenses plus my savings and divide it by my income. Okay, I'll say that again. Expenses plus savings divided by income. All right, let's say I'm going to put this over here right on the percent of income. So I'm going to go to B4. All right, started out as a formula equals. Now this is where you have to use the parentheses again. It is because this is mathematical operations, things that we all probably learned in the 9th grade of order of operations with mathematical formulas and expressions. So I'm going to put a parentheses. Now I'm going to go over. I want to click on D5, which is my monthly expenses, right? And I need to add that, so I just put a plus sign. D6, which is monthly savings. There, all right? So now I got D5 plus D6. I want that to calculate first. Now once I get that total, then I'm going to divide that by, just put this a slash. That's the symbol for to divide. And I'm going to divide it by D4. So I have D5 plus D6, which is expenses plus savings, divided by my total income. And when I hit, that gives me the total in percentages. Now, if I want to make that look like a percent, I can just go up here to my number group and hit percent. So 88%. Let's say if I want that to be 2 decimal places. That's what these little guys over here are for. So if I just take the one to the left, I'm going to move everything to the left, 1, 2 decimals. So 87.59%. Rounded it up to 88%. And so that tells me that 87.5%, 87.59% of my total income is being spent. Okay? Hope that helps.